We weren't 100% correct, Ray.
We were 100% wrong.
I wouldn't say we were 100% wrong. We were like 90% wrong.
We were 150% wrong with the weather predictions for this last weekend that just went past. Hey, it was bad.
Guys, welcome to the show. It's Vanessa Green, Ray Thompson, Anglo New South Africa, proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher. So we did get 4 in a row correct, and our 5th one went wrong.
Went bad.
So what exactly happened? How did we get it wrong last week?
Well, we had the perfect winds and everything like that. Unfortunately, that cyclone that we had the week before,
Yeah.
the Cyclone C only hit us on Wednesday, Thursday last week. It started
Yeah.
coming through.
Yes.
It went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and of course, we were saying Saturday, Sunday, Monday is going to be perfect. It's too big. It's still, I mean,
Yeah.
this is Tuesday today. Am I right?
Wednesday. Today
See,
is
I'm
Wednesday.
Wednesday, and
Yeah.
it's breaking on limestone. There, look at it. Guys are even surfing it. It's so big still. I mean, this week the surfers were too scared to even go and
The
surf.
seas were ridiculously big, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much footage out there where the guys were talking about it's just purely big seas. Why? What is going on? We still
Cyclone
got
C.
that the northeasterly is still around, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we did say that was coming around, but we didn't expect the surf to be this big.
No,
It was
not
supposed
this
to have been fishable. However, I did hear it's going to flatten out for this long weekend.
It's already starting to flatten out.
Yeah.
They're only surfing limestone at the moment. Last week they were
Yeah, no, the other day,
surfing
yeah.
from Mgeni. Yeah.
Exactly.
The weather predictions for this week coming up
Yeah.
is that the Westies will come through, and it has already started. As you can see, the ships are all facing up that way.
Uh-huh.
The sea will get flatter, it will get calmer,
It will
it
get
will clean up again.
100%.
Okay, so yeah.
All right, so let's talk about what exactly happened. Starting off down the south coast, it was very quiet, right?
It was, even though they had perfect northeasterlies, the sea just put the fish off.
Yeah.
Lots
No,
of debris in the water, sticks
plenty.
and rubbish,
Yeah.
like you can't believe.
we
But
can still see that out here at Durban. So
Yeah.
the south coast was brown as anything,
yeah,
right? But they did get 1 or 2 non-heads, and there was
sharks did make appearance.
yeah, I saw 1 or 2 grays. But Ray, there has been a couple salmon on the bite.
Yes, with this
Yeah.
dirty water, this colder water, the salmon did come,
Yeah,
as well as the bream. Although the water
Yes.
was off color,
yeah,
the bream have started making their appearance. It's the time of the year that they start moving up the coast.
100%. Now that salmon, they weren't very big either.
No.
Yeah, we're doing 2 to 4 kilos from what I
Yeah.
was getting the reports on. But this weekend is looking quite positive, guys. So you know what? It's the long weekend. We got time off. We will get out there and do some fishing.
Have to.
Right now, moving on to Scottsboro, Pennington, and Rocky Bay.
Quiet. Only a couple of bream coming out and the odd little cob. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I've heard of.
And I
that
didn't hear
big
much
sea.
from the offshore guys either.
Mm-mm. Our sea was too big.
Yeah. Now, Warner Beach, once again, your backyard, awful.
Zero.
Absolutely awful.
Zero.
Uh,
One decent pompano came out that I heard of.
I heard about 1 shad that came out.
Okay, so at least we heard of one fish.
Yeah, 1 fish each. Okay, but then Gary did tell me the river is looking up as a possibility. With all that rainfall that came through, the river was up, and drop shot fishing
Yes.
could be the way to go
Ilova,
right now.
That area, definitely with the drop shot fishing.
Yeah.
The water's still clean coming out of the Ilova River. It's not dirty, so yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool. So now into Durban. Once again, very difficult conditions this past week, guys. Okay, so starting off on the offshore side, Brad went out. Brad told us amongst him and the other couple of boats, there was a bit of bottom fishing, but the sea was just too big.
Too huge. No cutter, no dorada,
No snook,
nothing.
nothing. So
Absolutely
it
nothing.
was really quiet this week. However, if we are on a boat, does harbor produce?
Ooh,
And I
a lot
did
of
tell
fish.
you the harbor was going to produce.
Yeah,
We know Ray
unfortunately.
doesn't like the harbor all that much.
got it right.
We did get something right last week, and it was the harbor fishing.
You're right.
A multitude of species coming out, Ray. I heard that one of my supporters went out, got 12 species,
different species,
on one
yeah.
outing. You know,
Yeah.
so guys, the grunter were decent size, lots of snapper salmon, the sea pike you were talking
That's
about.
There's some garies as well, garfish.
100%. You know, so lots of good species coming out in the harbor. And when the sea is big like this, and when the sea is
The only
dirty,
place.
the harbor is the only place
Only
to go.
place.
Apart from that, Ray, rock and surf off Durban.
Dismal.
Whoa,
Dismal.
we expected it to be good,
I
but
thought it.
you know, I was planning to come and meet with you, and then I got your message saying, guys, don't bother coming. The sea was dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was dirty, but it was too warm.
Okay.
That was another problem that we had. The water never got cold
Yeah.
with those northeasties. It
Wow.
has come down now to about 25 degrees, 24 degrees here off Durban.
Right.
But yeah, we need it up north. Unfortunately, north, way too warm, too
Yeah.
big.
Nothing
Not
much
good.
happened up north either. So, while we're still on Durban, how do you see this weekend shaping out now?
Well, the water has got a little bit colder today. The westerly will hit us. Will flatten the sea out. You might have a chance of catching some flatfish around. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm a flatfish angler.
100%.
But
Yeah.
the water's going to go clean, so I'm presuming the bronze beam will start making their appearance even more.
Out of Durban waters?
Durban, the bluff, I'm telling
Yeah.
you now, that whole
Hey,
bluff.
speaking about that area, we were chatting with that guy just before I picked you up about Meerbank.
Yeah, maybe
Meerbank, lots of bream coming out.
lots of bream, lots of cob.
Yes, plenty cob. He
That's
says,
in the
look,
last day.
yeah, cob were wild, also around 2 to 4
2 to 4,
kilos.
yeah.
But on light tackle, that's going to be an
That's a
absolute
jaw.
blast.
Absolute
You know?
jaw.
So, if you are in those areas, that Cuttings Beach, go light
Isipingo.
and have fun. You will get fish. And especially with these conditions shaping up the way it is, this weekend is going to do well
Now
there.
we'll clean up first there in that area. There's very little rivers in that area, so that area and
Yeah.
Lita will clean up first.
Cool.
And then, yeah, of course, Durban will start to clean up later in the week.
And then we'll get some flatfish out here at the basin.
Hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully.
Well, let's see whether we write 6 in a row. Well, not 6 in a row. But on
Nah.
our 6th show, do we get it right? We'll check. Right. Now, moving up the north coast, we've got some visuals from Martin.
Good day, National Anglers. Yeah, I'm here in Umhlanga, very close to the lighthouse. This is your conditions for this week. We had some rough seas, but it's looking good, getting better. Tight lines, everyone. Happy Easter for everyone. Take it easy. Kwaha, over and out.
Thank you, Martin, for bringing that through. But Ray, up the north coast, I just chatted with with Jesse from Belito on my way down, and he says, you know what, there has been a couple of ream, but apart from that, it's just that
Yeah.
rockfish species has been so quiet, you know, which is very disappointing in school holidays.
Oh, but you know what it is? It's an in-between season. Summer fish have pretty much buggered off and the winter fish haven't arrived.
Yeah, so
So-
we're in that transition where it's
Yes.
kind of expected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. But with the northeasties that we saw last week, we thought it was going to be a knockout, but it definitely didn't
Yeah.
work out that way.
Well, Ray, like we were saying, you know what? That's what we call it, cat, but fishing.
Fishing, not catching.
Fishing, not catching. Yeah. Guys, the show is a prediction of what's coming out. It is a report of what has come out. Whether it shapes up, Ray,
We try our best.
we try our best. It's an indication, you know, but we are right most of the time. I mean,
Yeah,
80% is not bad, you
Well,
know.
I can see people having a joel here. Come to the
Yeah.
beach, guys. Come have some fun. The sea will clean up. It does look a little bit off color at the moment, but come down to Durban. It's lovely. Lovely weather.
yeah.
It's, yeah, a lot of people on the beach here at the moment.
Well,
swimming
the
and
beaches
playing.
aren't closed as yet. However, if you want to know what's going on with the beaches, we are working on a story from the right sources as to how's our E. coli levels.
Yeah.
Right? But as it stands right now, there are surfers out here, there are kids playing on the beach, the debris is being cleaned up. It looks like an absolute beach
Yeah.
off a day, and this weekend is looking good. I think we got
Looking
some
very
rain
good.
on Friday, though.
Yes, we have Friday and Saturday, light rain, not big rain.
Yeah?
Won't dampen anybody's spirits.
No, no pun in there.
And fish are wet, so they don't mind.
No, they don't. Okay, so further up north, Ray. Okay, Zululand. You tell me what you've got on the rock and surf, and I'll touch on to the offshore.
Yeah, there's been the odd catface rock cod. The sea was a lot smaller up Zululand way
Yeah.
than what it was down in the Durban area.
Right.
There were some fish, Bidal, Sudwana, Cozy area,
Yeah.
but not a lot of fish, not what we would expect with all those northeasties,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that has been a bit
So it
of
was
quite a
quite,
week. But I must tell you, on that rock and surf side, a 7-kilo shad coming out of St. Lucia. That was massive. Guys, there's the visuals on right now. Beautiful shad out of St. Lucia, but it was like a straight.
straight. Yeah, now you got lost. You were supposed to go south and you ended up going north just like us.
Okay, so apart from that, over the course of this week, when the skateboarders did manage to go out, there were some good kuta, but a ton of bonito. Right, so the bonito are wild. lots of bonito, but the bonito are all over the coastline. I mean, Brad was telling me you could virtually walk on them right now, but losing a lot to the sharks.
No, the sharks are out of control. I
Yeah,
told you that
so
last
lots
time,
of
this
sharks
time.
out there. Yeah, so nothing's changed with the
Nothing.
sharks.
But the place that has been producing most of the fish have been freshwater.
100%.
Yeah.
The fresh water is the place to be. We don't have to worry about big seas.
No.
We don't have to worry about dirty water. We just gotta carry the right tackle. Now I tell you why we gotta carry the right tackle. I fished Midma on Sunday,
Yeah.
and usually I say at this time of the year, go finesse, right? But I trusted my brother in packing the bag, and we only had big stuff, and I got a lot of bites, plenty bites, lots of smiles, lots of excitement, not a single fish. Just couldn't land them. So we got to fish finesse, right? And the fish
100%.
were off the banks. We were fishing off the banks at Midma. There were a couple other anglers that got some fish. So the bass has been there. There's been some bass at Albert Falls.
Albert Falls, I'll tell you why Albert Falls have been working, is the water level's gone down a bit, and
Yeah.
all those little bream and those little fry that have been in the grass pretty
Yeah.
much from all the
Is
rain
that
that
like
we've
a
had.
bait fish kind
They're
of thing?
bait fish.
Yeah.
They've basically got nowhere to hide now. As the
Yes.
water subsides, that last row of vegetation is sitting there,
Yeah.
and the bass are just coming through and eating their
Oh,
full.
okay.
And of course, they're feeding
Right.
up before winter, so a
To
lot
get
of big
fattened up
bass
for the winter,
on
yeah.
the side. But
Fantastic. So bass fishing, guys, is fantastic. Now,
Yeah.
trout. Fantastic time for the stillwater
they've
season.
started.
Yeah, but that stillwater fishing has produced the trout.
Yeah.
Stilfontein, what have you heard?
Yeah, yellow is a little bit quiet. The carp fishing's a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
Everything's getting. All those fish are just moving down in the water column now.
As we get that change of
As they
season.
get the change of season, they start going down. They're becoming a little bit more finicky on what they eat. Smaller bait patterns, even for the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
smaller.
So would that apply with our fly fishing as well?
Definitely. Late afternoon,
Yeah.
early morning, always your best times, always
Right.
has been. But again, those fish are starting to move around. They're starting to come into their spawning patterns now.
Yeah.
So, and of course, you know, with a trout, he can't hide away from you. So he's in that dam somewhere. It's not like
Okay.
here where they can go out to sea and you can't find them. So you just got to put the time and effort in and
Yeah.
you'll get a bite. Yeah.
Of course, fantastic. Well, that is our report. Now, for our prediction from Mr. Ray Thompson.
Huh.
Are we going to get it right this weekend? Let us know what you think on the comment section if we were more or less right last week. But what do we say for this week, Ray? Where are we sending the guys this Easter weekend? You invited me to fish. Where am I going to?
South Coast.
All right.
Run down and go and look for those little carp. Go look for those little bream down south.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Go
All right.
south.
So we
Bream
are
are starting.
carrying prawn baits.
Definitely.
Should we carry some squid?
Definitely.
Should we carry some chokka if we can get some fresh ones?
Yeah, not that much.
Not that much. Prawns and squid.
Prawn and squid. That's it.
Prawns and squid down the south coast. That's the prediction. All right, but we're gonna pay attention to the water conditions out of Durban and the north coast. We will be updating you on our social media pages. So Ray, let's hope we get it right.
True, we have to.
We have to
Can't
this
be
past
wrong
week.
twice in a row.
This past week was
Let's throw our
quite bad.
name away, yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We are Angling News South Africa. I am Vanessa Green. This is Ray Thompson. It is proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher. So until next week, we will be back. So we're heading south.
Definitely.
There we go, my bad.
Done.